After a never-ending series of delays, we finally managed to squeeze some time out of our schedules for a holiday.
The excuse was my birthday and the destination had to be Cambodia and Vietnam. You'll see why.
The first sight we got of Siem were these peculiar-looking mangrove marshes, and then this beauty.
This was hands down the most beautiful airport we've been to so far. Since we already had our e-visas, clearing the immigration barely took 5 minutes.
Our trip planner, Ways to Wander, did a fantastic job with the itinerary. From the airport, we headed straight to see Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake, Tonle Sap, and its floating village. Our English-speaking guide, Mr. Perv, gave us a lot of insight on the history of Tonle Sap and how it was designated as a biosphere reserve by UNESCO. Seriously, everything here floats for half the year. Schools, churches, even shops.
Tonle Sap was a perfect welcome after a 10-hour journey. It was serene and relaxing. The highlight was the lady who sold us beer from her boat. Then we headed straight to our first meal in Cambodia at Nuri Khmer restaurant. We didn't know this, but most places in Cambodia will accept dollars in payment. Even their menus list prices in USD. We had mouth-watering fish amok, the country's national dish dating all the way back to the Khmer Empire. After that, we checked into our hotel and decided to rest because we'd been traveling for over 18 hours straight.
The first thing we did was get tickets to the whole Angkor complex. This one-day pass cost us $37 per person and gave us access to all of the temples and structures spread across 400 acres. Trust us, one day isn't enough to explore the largest religious monument in the world. Even with a whole day on our feet, we only covered the highlights, and here's what they were.
We started by crossing the south gate where we saw 12th century statues of Devas and Asuras churning the ocean. From here, we entered Angkor Thom, a massive city complex that used to be the capital of the Khmer Empire. Angkor Thom gave us glimpses of an era long past. The walls featured intricate scenes of their history, like this battle between Khmer and Cham warriors. The carvings are so neat, you can even see dead bodies floating in the water.
Our next stop was the Bayon Temple. Established in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman VII, this Buddhist-turned-Hindu temple has nearly 200 faces sculpted on it, looking in all 4 cardinal directions. Then we headed northwest towards the Baphon Temple. This triple-tiered temple is said to resemble the mythical Mount Meru. From there we entered another ruined temple complex called the Terrace of Elephants.
From there we proceeded to Ta Phrom, popularly known as Tomb Raider Temple. Ta Phrom was abandoned in the 15th century after the fall of the Khmer Empire. You can see how the absence of civilization has let trees reclaim the land. We spent the morning walking through this maze of old trees and ruined courtyards. I mean, look at these silver trees. We don't know what exactly made them like this, but they look so hauntingly beautiful.
Refueled and refreshed, it was time to visit the crown jewel of our Cambodia trip, Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is so important to Cambodia that it's even featured on their flag, and with good reason. Once you come to this massive temple complex, you can spend hours scouring every single wall, and you'll find interesting pieces of Khmer heritage. Originally constructed as a Hindu temple, it was later converted to a Buddhist temple, but the complex retains motifs and symbols from both faiths. There are galleries where the entire walls have carvings depicting scenes from mythology.
There are also shrines of the Buddha where you can spend a moment of tranquility if you like. And if you climb all the way to the top, you get a breathtaking view of the entire complex.
The last part of our excursion took us to Phnom Bakheng, the most popular sunset spot in Siem Reap.
Sunset was still hours away, and we couldn't wait that long, but if you want a panoramic view of Siem Reap at sunset, this is the place to visit. Back in our hotel, we celebrated the end of our Cambodia stretch with a hearty meal.
And beer. Seriously, I miss Cambodian beer.
Day 3 was mainly just transit. We checked out of our hotel after breakfast and headed straight to the airport, which is barely 10 minutes away. After clearing immigration, we had to wait for our plane, which was delayed because of weather conditions.
The skies were clear one minute, heavy rains the next, and 10 minutes later clear again. But it was worth the wait. We got to fly in this fancy plane with propellers. It's just a regular commercial airliner, but everyone was fascinated with how it looked.
As the plane took off, we bid farewell to Cambodia and eagerly waited for our next destination, Vietnam.